Hi, I'm Tracy, and I'm here today to take you through three different levels of total body resistance training. We're going to be demonstrating three types of exercises that you can take your client through as set out in the 3 stages of the OPT model that was designed by the National Academy of Sports Medicine. The OPT model is a great tool, and it helps personal trainers effectively take their clients through the appropriate exercises depending on their level of fitness. Those 3 levels are, of course, the first in that OPT is your stabilization. Once you've mastered that level, move on to some strength, and then once you've mastered that, or your clients mastered those at that level, you can move on to power. Myself, being a fitness instructor, I do a lot of this in my classes. I get a lot of different variety of clients, or I should say participants in my class. So really important for me to show progression. I think it's really important, even when you're even just doing an exercise, to start off slow and move up from there. So I've got 3 exercises that I'm going to be working on for total body. So the first one being the stabilization. I'm just going to be doing a step up to balance. The second one I'll be doing will be a lunge and to a 2-arm press, and the total body will be the dumbbell snatch. So first exercise, going into it, just going to pick up my dumbbells here. So again, you can start off, with your arms at dumbbells at shoulder height, getting a nice comfortable stance, making sure those feet are hip width apart, and then just coming up, stepping up, and as you step that body weight up, come up to that full press and hold, and then step back down and come back to that starting point. And again, step up, come up to that press, hold, making sure that you're in nice alignment. Everything is nice and straight, not leaning too far forward or too far back. And we'll do that one more time. And up, and hold, and then come back down. If you wanted to change things up a little bit on this one, you could do it to a side step up. So again, changing the plane, which gives you a little bit of a different way of doing the exercise. It helps with that thinking process, and come back down. And you can also you can step with that on that transverse plane. So step and rotate, and then come back down, and there again. And again, just 3 different variations, and then coming back down. So there's 3 different variations in one exercise. The next step I'm doing is, the next exercise I'm doing is a lunge to a press. So again, starting off with your weights at shoulder width, and then you can come into a lunge, and then press, and come back down, and come back to that starting point. And again, lunge down and press, and then come back and press. And this is more of your strength stage, building on that strength and pushing back. So again, working the total body. Again, with the same thing on this one, you can change the plane. I don't have much room here today, but you could take that into a side lunge, and then come back. Again, sorry, I don't have much room here. So coming back into a little bit of a side lunge. Or you can even do that on the transverse plane and take that out diagonally and push up, and then come back to that starting point. And again, coming out diagonally and coming back to that starting point. So there's another example. 3 different ways of using the 3 planes to get that same exercise in, which will work the different muscles in the body. And of course, the last one that I'm going to be taking you through is the power, and going into a little bit of a dumbbell snatch. So having those feet, taking them about hip width apart, coming into a nice squat, making sure that the knees are right above those toes, the 2nd and 3rd toe. Nice flat back, engage through the core, and come up and push that weight all the way up. Really push through those legs and engage through the core. And if you wanted a little bit more, you could add that little power. Again, I'm not much on space right now, but you could add that little bit of a hop, or even coming up on the toes would also add a little bit of extra power. So there's your 3 different levels, and within those levels you can change things up a little bit by changing